wonderful postman. He delivers letters and parcels to all the people of Sodor, and is a good friend to all, especially to Thomas, Percy, and their crews. He's always there to load mailbags onto Thomas and Percy's trains, so they can deliver the mail to wherever it needs to go. One evening, Percy pulled into Tidmouth Hall Station with his mail. Tom Tipper was there waiting. "Evening, Mr. Tipper." "Evening, Percy. I need to tell you something very important." "What is it?" "I'm retiring." "What? But why?" "I feel like there is more to life than just being a postman. In other words, I want to try to do different things." "I see, but will we ever see each other again?" "Of course we will. I'm not leaving Sodor or anything. I just won't be a postman anymore." And with that, Mr. Tipper loaded the mailbags onto Percy's train and drove away in his little van for the last time. Percy and his crew missed him already. Later that evening, Percy told Thomas about Tom Tipper. "Sounds unfortunate, old buddy. He was a really nice postman. I'm gonna miss him." "I know. You know what this means?" "What?" "We'll have a new postman. I hope this new postman will be helpful. We'll just have to wait and see." With that, they had to be content. Evening came once again, and Percy was waiting at the random dock station with his mail train. He then heard an unfamiliar horn sound out in the distance. A short while later, a small van, similar to Tom's, pulled up next to the station. A new postman stepped onto the platform, though he didn't look friendly like Tom. He spoke rudely to Percy. "Disgraceful! I thought steam engines were done away with years ago." "What do you mean?" "Don't play dumb with me, Green Caterpillar. You know what I'm talking about. I should think your controller would have replaced you by now, by a more revolutionary diesel engine." Percy was offended. "Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta get going. I haven't got time to deal with pests like you." The next morning, Percy spoke to Edward and James about the rude postman. "If that postman messes with me, I'd show him a thing or two. Stand up for yourself a bit more, little Percy." "James, things like that could get you into trouble. Percy, the more logical thing to do is to ignore that man. Besides, his comeuppance will come eventually." Percy felt better, though he highly doubted Edward's prediction would come true. Meanwhile, the new postman was causing trouble. All he could think about was his hatred towards steam engines, which prevented him from focusing on his job. He delivered mail to all the wrong places and drove like a madman. This eventually led to accidents on the road. When the postmaster heard about what had been going on, he was furious. "You have caused, dare I say it, confusion and delay. If you mess up one more time, you're fired." That made the postman behave better. However, this period of goodness would not last long. One foggy evening, the postman was very cross. He had gotten into another confrontation with Percy, and was now thinking about what he would say to him when they next met. These thoughts prevented him from driving properly, causing his van to swerve from side to side. Then, it happened. It wasn't long before Butch the breakdown vehicle arrived to clear up the mess. After the van was hauled away, the Fat Controller, the Postmaster, and Tom Tipper arrived on board Birdie. The Postmaster said crossly, "What did I tell you? If you mess up again, you're fired. You messed up, now you're fired. You'll never drive another mail van again, or any other road vehicle for that matter." Excuse me, Mr. Postmaster. Now that you've fired this postman, can Tom Tipper come back? Of course he can, Topham. Oh, thank you so much. Tom Tipper was back in action. When Thomas and Percy heard the news, they were ecstatic. Mr. Tipper now loves his job more than ever, and has no plans to do anything else anytime soon. As for the new postman, he tried finding work on the other railway. However, no one would hire him, and he was left to fend for himself on the streets. I think he got what he deserved, don't you?